Welcome to Breaking Wire. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for more updates. California's coastline is iconic. Sun-bleached boardwalks, misty cliffs, and endless Pacific waves. It's more than scenery, it's the heart of California's identity. But what if that vibrant coast suddenly fell silent? Imagine the laughter and energy replaced by an eerie quiet. Rumors spread, the government is shutting down all California beaches, not for a storm or oil spill, but for something hidden, deep beneath the waves. Scientists whisper about a massive underwater crack, a fissure in the Earth's crust. This isn't just another earthquake story, it's the planet itself shifting. Anxiety ripples through coastal communities. Could the ground beneath them be unstable? The Pacific, once a source of joy, now feels threatening. The coast's beauty is built on powerful, unpredictable forces. The story of the underwater crack is a wake-up call. Our planet is alive, always changing in ways we barely understand. We trust the tides, but geology moves on a different timescale. The forces that shaped California could one day threaten it. The silent threat isn't just a crack, it's our own uncertainty. The familiar can become alien overnight. Are we ready for what lies beneath? The California crack is hypothetical. No official reports exist, but the science behind it is real. Off Oregon's coast, the axial seamount sits on the Juan de Fuca Ridge, where tectonic plates pull apart. Scientists monitor it with hundreds of instruments, tracking earthquakes and swelling ground as magma rises. Patterns show eruptions in 1998, 2011, and 2015, with another expected soon. Underwater crack is a simple term for complex plate boundaries, where new crust is born as magma erupts and cools. This process happens worldwide, usually slowly, but sometimes with dramatic eruptions. The Pacific coast is part of the Ring of Fire, one of the most geologically active regions on Earth. The San Andreas Fault is famous, but many other faults and volcanic systems lie offshore. A sudden fissure or volcanic surge isn't fantasy, it's how our planet works. The idea of a beach shutdown is fiction, but the risk is real. These geological forces shape our world, often without warning. The story is a thought experiment, a reminder of nature's power. What seems impossible today could be tomorrow's reality. The science is clear, the coast is alive and always changing. Are we paying attention? To understand underwater cracks, look to plate tectonics. Earth's surface is a mosaic of plates always moving. California sits at the edge of the Pacific and North American plates, hence the earthquakes. But seafloor spreading is different. Plates pull apart, magma rises, and new crust forms. It's a conveyor belt building the ocean floor. The Mid-Atlantic Ridge is the classic example. But what if a new spreading center formed off California? It would mean intense earthquakes, magma movement, and a changing coastline. Scientists would detect tremors and seafloor deformation, signs seen at axial seamount. Eruptions here are hidden, but powerful lava pours out, forming new landscapes and superheating water. Hydrothermal vents spew minerals, creating unique ecosystems. The process is slow, but the consequences can be dramatic. The ocean floor is alive, reshaping itself beneath our feet. Are we prepared for its next move? An eruption miles offshore might seem distant, but the risks reach the coast. Magma releases gases, CO2, sulfur dioxide, hydrogen sulfide. In a major event, these could reach the surface, threatening air and water quality. Gas-rich water could suffocate marine life or create toxic air near shore. Even a small risk would force officials to close beaches for safety. Another danger: underwater landslides triggered by eruptions. These can generate tsunamis, unpredictable and deadly for anyone on the beach. Tsunami systems exist, but new volcanic events are hard to predict. Beach closures would be the only sure way to protect the public. Unknowns abound, currents could shift, chemicals could wash ashore. With so much uncertainty, caution is essential. The closure is a defensive move, an admission of nature's unpredictability. Sometimes the only answer is to step back and respect the ocean's power. Safety comes first, even if it means losing access to the coast. History shows us the power of underwater volcanoes. In 2012, a massive pumice raft appeared near New Zealand, traced to the Havre Seamount's silent eruption. It was the largest deep ocean eruption in a century, reshaping the seafloor. Not all eruptions are gentle, some are explosively violent. If such an event happened near California, the impact could be direct and devastating. Islands like Hawaii and Iceland were born from underwater volcanism, proof of the ocean's creative and destructive force. These events teach us about forecasting, risk, and the unpredictable nature of the sea. The California crack is fiction, but it's grounded in real, dramatic history. The ocean floor writes its own story, one we're only beginning to read. Closing California's beaches would trigger economic shockwaves. Tourism, a multi-billion-dollar industry, would collapse, jobs lost, businesses shuttered. The social cost is just as high. Beaches are daily life, community, and culture for millions. Losing them would leave a void in the state's identity. Real estate values would plummet, eroding city budgets and public services. The fishing industry, commercial and recreational, would be crippled. Water quality fears would devastate the seafood supply chain. The crisis would ripple through every sector, from families to city halls. The psychological toll would be immense: loss of place, tradition, and security. The coast is more than a resource, it's a way of life. A shutdown would be a multi-layered disaster. The stakes are higher than most imagine. Are we ready for the fallout? The California crack scenario highlights a critical need: ocean monitoring. We know more about Mars than our own seafloor. This ignorance leaves us vulnerable to sudden disasters. The Ocean Observatory's initiative at Axial Seamount is a model: real-time data, early warnings. Imagine similar networks along California's coast, tracking every tremor and magma surge. Investing in ocean science is public safety, not luxury. The cost of monitoring is tiny compared to disaster recovery. Early warnings buy us time, knowledge, and preparedness. We can't control earthquakes or volcanoes, but we can understand them. By listening to the deep, we can live more safely on our dynamic planet. The story of the underwater crack is a call to action: explore, monitor, and respect the ocean's mysteries. Our future depends on what we learn from the world beneath the waves. Are we ready to listen?